right, well, the mission is simple. Do what the Detroit Lions IRL could not. And that is, well, of course, even make it to this game, but also win this game and advance to the Super Bowl. Quick check on the playoff bracket. We talked about it last week. It's by no means an easy route that it was a year ago. You know, last year we played the Raiders in the Super Bowl. It was shocking enough to see them make the playoffs again. But they were eliminated by the Chiefs. So now it's Chiefs-Bengals, which are two teams that could certainly give us fits if we do indeed win and make the Super Bowl. But we got to get through the Eagles first, which is going to be really daunting. Like, the Rams offense is one thing, you know, with Kupp and Nakua and all that. They don't really have the running game that Philadelphia does in the best running back in the NFL in Saquon Barkley. Top 5 receiver in A.J. Brown. I mean, they can beat you so many different ways, and they've got a solid defense. So it is, it's really going to be a test. I imagine I certainly can't think that we're going to get another blowout like we did last week, but I suppose with Madden, you just never know. But the good news is it's a home game as the 1 seed, so final home game of the year.
It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Detroit. It's the Eagles and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. The George Halas Trophy awaits the winner of this one, as well as a spot in the Super Bowl. Thanks for being with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, the anticipation's thick. Love this moment where we have a champion in the NFC crowned on this field. Couple of teams don't like each other. What are you going to be watching?
I double pressed the button. Oops. Lions getting the football first in the NFC Championship game. Jahmyr Gibbs is still back returning kicks. Really probably shouldn't do that, but he keeps having great returns and up to the 39-yard line. That's where the Lions will start in the NFC title game.
With a game on the line to go to the Super Bowl, and I think we got it.
Gonna need a good game out of Jared Goff. Certainly not, no Jared Goof appearances today. No, definitely not. I just don't like him returning kicks because he's so important to our offense. David Montgomery doesn't indeed start in the backfield yet again, and Montgomery on the first play has a hole and a solid 5-yard gain to the 44-yard line. Now, we started with David Montgomery in the divisional round last week. Didn't really have all that much success. Had Jahmyr Gibbs play the second half, and man, that was outstanding. But here's Montgomery again, gonna cut that up the middle. Sam Laporta kind of got it our way. 2 runs, and the Lions will pick up their first down. First down of the NFC Championship game. Well, we'll see what kind of game Goff is gonna have here. Work him into the game. On first down, gonna look out wide, Jamison Williams. That is a phenomenal ball from Jared Goff. Jamison Williams able to stay in bounds, and that's a first down to the 29. Over the top of 2 Eagles defenders. Reed Blankenship, and I think that may have been Nakobe Dean. I'm not entirely certain, but regardless, it's going to be a tough matchup, whoever Philadelphia has on Williams all day. We'll go with Montgomery again here on first down, and the run blocks have been quite good to start this game. It's another 4-yard pickup for Monty.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's try and avoid that, huh? 2nd down and 6. Going to go out wide. Sam Laporta is going to pick up a first down. That's the former Lion, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, on the tackle. And I'm not really sure what happened over there. It looked a little goofy. Like C.J. tried to, I don't know. Good double team, whoever we had over there. Maybe Amon-Ra St. Brown. And good blocks. Montgomery looking for the edge, and he's in. Touchdown, Detroit Lions on a dominant opening drive.
Exactly the way they scripted this one.
All right, well, at least early on, this offense looking unstoppable. And you certainly imagine it's going to be a high-scoring game here today, so not too shocking to see us put points up on the board. About a 3-minute opening drive, and now Jake Bates for the PAT. A little bit left on the meter, but it'll be good.
The extra point, up and good.
6 plays. Not a long drive that we've really become accustomed to. Because we can just dominate in the running game with this offensive line and the backs that we have. But some actual big holes opened up for the first time in what feels like a while.
Britton Covey now on the return.
Britton Covey on the return. He's got a solid-looking return as well, up to the 33. We, of course, probably vaguely remember Britton Covey from when we did building the Eagles last year. So out comes Jalen Hurts, over 4,000 yards passing on the season, 35 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. And we're going to need to force some turnovers at some point to get some separation here in this one. And hope that we're going to have some success bringing Jalen Hurts down in the backfield. We didn't really have that happen a lot last week with Stafford. And here's Hurts up, ended by Kirby Joseph. Oh my God, what a hit and a gain of 4 for Philly.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Hurts is okay, really surprised he did not slide there on that. Barkley the back to the left, they'll hand it off to Saquon. He's cut down. Another hard tackle by Detroit. They'll bring up 3rd down and 1. A little bit weak over here on the right side of the line. Oh, Hurts is back to fire. That's not good. That is caught by A.J. Brown, and he breaks out of the tackle and is going to score. 58 yards for A.J. Brown. My mind is blown. Oh, my God, how did he get out of that?
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration.
Wrapped up by Arnold, and then Joseph just overcommits.
And he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way
no.
to 6. That is an impressive play.
But an expected happening. Like we talked about before the game, A.J. Brown, a top 5 receiver in the league. Kicked by Jake Elliott is good, and we've potentially got a shootout on our hands. Neither defense can make a stop. And we did so well on the first 2 plays, and to allow the long one, that's really not very good. Raymond from about the 7, and Khalif Raymond with a great return down the sideline, past the 50 and down at the 44. 2 great kick returns by the Lions to start this one. Sheesh. When your worst starting field position's what, the 39-yard line, things are going well. Montgomery got a block from Brock Wright, but really kind of blocked the wrong guy. Brock Wright, the backup tight end. Shane Zylstra we'll see at fullback in this one. 2nd down and 6 from the 40, and Montgomery, down he goes. And that was Nakobe Dean. That's going to be a little bit of a problem all game long, I feel. Nakobe Dean, a great underrated linebacker. Brock wrong indeed. 3rd and 5, looking to set up the screen to Montgomery. We get it out here. Do we get the blocks? Good enough to get the 1st down to the 33. Well, first 2 plays didn't really go our way. Montgomery didn't get stuck on the line. Fantastic to see. 1st down Lions. Williams open on the play. J-Mo, 1st down again. Got to the 22, and they will give us forward progress and give us the 1st down on that play. Williams was fighting for quite a while there. So we do see Shane Zylstra in the game at fullback, the third tight end on the roster. Pitch play Montgomery. Had some blocks. Flag is down.
Nice gain on first down, but the
Well,
flag.
it's an outside run. It's the risk you take.
Now, will the play
And even with this great offensive line that we have, we're not immune to that.
The vet guilty that time.
So all of a sudden, make it 1st and 16 after the flag.
From the gun.
We're going to stay true. We're going to go out here and test that. That's knocked away.
Too strong that time.
Cooper DeJean, the rookie, swats that away. Now 2nd and long.
Intended receiver. And it'll
Figured
be
I'd give it a go. Figured I'd give it a try. I don't really like what the Eagles have going on here, but let's see if we can beat it. Jamison Williams to the sideline. Stayed inbounds for a few extra.
getting both
Gonna bring up 3rd and 7 from the 19-yard line. Goff with some really good balls to start this game. No Jared Goff appearances as of yet. I'm gonna just have, actually, I don't want St. Brown on a drag, but that might actually work a little bit better. Oh God, he's wide open. Amon-Ra St. Brown picks up a block from Tim Patrick. Touchdown Detroit Lions. Wasn't the route I wanted, but Montgomery continued to kind of get involved in the blocking game, unfortunately, or at least tied up with Eagles defenders. That's 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for the Lions, and the PAT by Bates will be good again.
They can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
Lions offense unstoppable so far. Let's see if the defense can get a stop, get some separation.
And we're back to it as the kicks away.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of to be expected. These are 2 outstanding offenses. As Britton Covey this time will not make the 30.
Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession.
Well, here we go. From the 26-yard line, Barkley to the left of Hurts. They'll hand it off to Saquon. And that's going to be a tough guy to bring down on first contact all game long.
That is it.
That time we were lucky, he had a whole bunch of players in there on that. No gain on the play. And now Hurts. Hurts to fire, finds A.J. Brown again. Terrion Arnold drags him down from behind, but that brings up 3rd down and 3. 7-yard pickup, and we're not getting any pressure on Hurts at the moment.
The tight end comes in
Dallas
motion.
Goedert to motion. They will option. Flag is down. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
Bring him down, but there is a penalty marker.
Holding on the offense, so we're going to get to decline that penalty and get this ball back. A 3-and-out for the Eagles.
They'll call on Braden Mann to punt.
Braden Mann, they went for the option run with Hurts. Didn't have anybody to block Hutchinson. Raymond, not much on the return, but past the 30.
Punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
All right.
Lions offense
Well,
ready to see what they can do with this
chance to
next possession.
really get some big early separation. Montgomery tries to cut it back. Somehow fights forward for 5. More so got pushed forward for 5 by the Eagles defense. Let's indeed prevent Jared Goofs. Jared Goofs are not good. 2nd down and 5.
On 2nd down.
And Goff in trouble. Down he goes.
Go, he is
Booker on the sack, and the first sack for either team.
Here
in this game.
What that means is you have
So
to
3rd
rush
and
the
10 now.
quarterback as a unit. Keep him in
Wasn't
the
my favorite
pocket.
play
Keep
call in
him
the
on
world
that
anyway.
next.
Watch
And when you
out
do, man, he
for
becomes
Tim
a sitting
Patrick
duck
here on
in
this
pass
play.
rush.
We're going to go to him. Goff hit as he threw.
incomplete.
Oh, man, that was open too, but we needed to get rid of the ball a little bit sooner. And that's a 3-and-out for the Lions. So both offenses are indeed human. Both gunners have gotten free. This will be a fair catch by Covey at the 27.
Out beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense getting set.
So the Eagles offense takes the field again. Chance to tie on this drive. Hurts fires out wide. Got the tight end Dallas Goedert for the first time today.
And they'll bring him down, but
And
not
picks
till
up a
he gets
first down to the 38-yard line. Took on 3 Lions defenders there on that play.
Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First quarter winding down. Here is Saquon. Had a rough start to this game, Barkley has. Not really much happening in the running game for Philly. Certainly wouldn't have predicted that. 2nd down and 9. They'll go with Barkley again. This time he's got a hole, but actually made a pretty bad cut there. Tried to cut it back up the middle. If he just keeps running toward the sideline, he's got a 1st down and probably a lot more. 3rd down and 3. Hurts is back to fire again. Running out of time. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith, the trade deadline acquisition, making plays in big games.
Sometimes you just have to know.
Not at all. He scrambled right into Smith right as he got free.
He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards.
The Eagles set to punt it again. As a game that looked like it was going to be 56-53 in either direction, after the first couple drives, has now turned into a whole bunch of punts in a row. 3 drives straight have ended in punts.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field.
14-7 Lions lead, just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Oh my God. Oh, we missed another opportunity to get a ball deep down the field. And I think Tim Patrick was wide open yet again. Was not my intended target. Guess he should have been. Goff lucky to get it away. And now Montgomery on the run. Monty gonna power forward. That's 8 yards. 8 carries, 52 yards in the first quarter alone for Montgomery. From the 32-yard line, here's Montgomery again, and my goodness, they have no answer. No answer for number 5, and so the Lions' offensive success, I think, here in this game is really going to depend on some good switching up the play calling, having a balanced offense. Goff will motion Montgomery. Now a slant to the middle, St. Brown. 8 yards, and hangs on through the contact. And you know what? We don't have to run a play here in the first quarter, so we aren't gonna. We will take the NFC Championship game to quarter number 2, be happy that we're leading, happy that our defense has showed up to play here today, for sure. 14-7 after 1 quarter. 2nd down and 2. This second quarter, I certainly want to start utilizing Jahmyr Gibbs. I just kind of forgot to do it in the first quarter. Here's Montgomery, hit hard by Nakobe Dean, and did not pick that up. Well, such a great first quarter, and Jahmyr Gibbs enters the game on his own anyway, so that's good. We got a fresh back in there for 3rd and inches. Here's Gibbs. The hole is filled. We lost a little bit on the play, and now Kevin Zeitler is hurt.
Looks like he is short on that one.
David Montgomery was injured as well. That's why he exited the game. Low re-injury risk will keep him, of course. And right around midfield, let's at least flirt with fullback dive, and they've left the middle wide open. Nobody over the center in Ragnow, so here's Shane Zylstra for the 1st down. If they had lined up 2 players right over the center there, I don't think we go for that. But that was free. I don't know what the plan was, but good Lord. Out wide, St. Brown. Low throw from Goff, but caught. Shane Zylstra. Now, he spent most of the season on IR up until, I think, about week 18. Medium re-injury risk for Zeitler. Well, it's not high, so we'll keep him to... And the fucking Super Bowl's on the line here, so we'll keep him in the game. Montgomery back in. And swallowed up Jordan Davis. Eagles all of a sudden playing the run game quite well. 3rd and 3. Tim Patrick open on the play. The Lions pick up the first. And we finally find 17. He should be having a massive game, but I just haven't been able to get the ball to him.
Good conversion on third down.
He's been open on what would have been some really, really big passing plays. Montgomery on the run, up the middle again.
And he'll get about 6.
Well, maybe the
Setting up second down.
Eagles defense was only able to stop a couple runs. We shall see. 2nd and 4 from the 29. Looking for a massive drive here in this first half. Brock Wright the catch in the first down.
Catch is made by Wright.
That's a 100-yard game already for Jared Goff. The first catch for Brock Wright. And this Lions drive continues to move. Probably going to head into the depth chart here at some point and switch out Montgomery, but what a run for Monty down to the 10. About 14 yards on the play.
First down, Detroit.
Not the angriest run we've seen from Montgomery this year, but certainly a good one. I mean, we haven't had this much space in the running game in what feels like so long. Goff running around. We're going to... Oh, Jared Goff! How about a rushing touchdown for Jared Goff? You don't see that very often. Couldn't bring down Goff in the backfield for the sack. Just whiffed. That was Jordan Davis.
They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that
And I mean, look at the size difference between these two guys. Come on. A little vanilla Vic run for Jared Goff.
The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down.
Jake Bates' third PAT of the game is up and good, and now Eagles certainly need to find their offense again.
Both teams ready to go once more.
21 points and still a long way to go here in this second quarter.
Now on the return.
Britton Covey to bring it out. Didn't quite reach the 30, only to the 29. Slow down a bit. We only need 40. I'm not so certain that's the case. I mean, this Eagles offense can hurt us so quickly. We saw that on their first drive. Hurts back to pass, and they're trying it again. A.J. Brown, one play, and Philly's up near midfield. Just a quick slant. I think we had Arnold over there on him again. If Hurts starts getting the ball out quickly like that, we're going to be in for a real battle here. They go out wide to Devontae Smith, and that loses a yard. A wide receiver screen on the play. That didn't go well, but only a 1-yard loss. Hurts, empty backfield on 2nd and 11. Hutchinson trying to get through. He did. That's complete to Saquon. And a 9-yard pickup down to the 44. I mean, we've got to try and find a way to get some pressure on Jalen Hurts. I don't know how we're going to do it. And it's Barkley out wide. He did not get it and, in fact, lost the yard. Kirby Joseph stepped up. And now what's the move for Philly? Down 14 here in the first quarter. Long field goal try. Potentially for Jake Elliott. I'm not sure what they're going to do. They're going to punt. Wow. Well, yeah, but of course that was based on the success of Saquon Barkley, and right now he's having none. And now a bad punt from Braden Mann. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. Out of bounds at the 21, but you certainly hope for more there on that. 8:33 to go before halftime. 21-7 Lions. Back to throw is Goff. Short one over the middle. Jamison Williams close to the first down. Avonte Maddox brings us down a yard shy. I tried to cut that back up the middle. It didn't work. 2nd and 1. Montgomery met and loses 2. All right, then. 3rd down and 3 for the Lions from their own 28. Not going to be able to find Tim Patrick this time. There's nobody open at all. Everyone blanket coverage. And that'll wind up being a sack for Jalen Carter and a Lions punt. Talk about a coverage sack. That's one right there. Holy shit. Emmanuel Mosley is free in here on Braden Mann. Fair caught at the 34. Eagles defense right now doing just enough to kind of hang around. Opening drive touchdown for the Eagles. Nothing since. Out wide to Dallas Goedert for a yard. I mean, you got to think the play calling as well is right now an issue for Philadelphia. A lot of plays right around the line of scrimmage in the passing game. They're not really throwing the ball downfield. Not getting a lot of chunk plays. There goes Barkley. Brought down by Branch at the 49-yard line. The best run of the day for Saquon. And that's the last thing we need to see for our success in this game is Saquon starting to get things going. One-handed catch when it didn't have to be. Devontae Smith. Come on. I don't know how he got that wide open in about a half second anyway, but man, oh man, that's just flexing. Thrown short, A.J. Brown. They get 4 yards. And when all things are considered, I do think that Terrion Arnold is doing a good job on A.J. Brown. 2 tight ends to the left side for Philadelphia. Now Barkley going to split out behind the wide receivers. Watch out for that screen. He throws it back. Big hit from Arnold, but caught. The second phenomenal catch by Devontae Smith on this drive.
To me, the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So
oh, my Lord.
Him and the quarterback.
Eagles inside the red zone. They fake the touch pass to Smith. That's apparently a first down. Interesting spot. Not really sure if he made it down here, but not sure if it's worth looking at right now anyway. Hurts back to fire. I mean, they just got curls for days. There's guys open on every play. 151 yards rushing, or throwing rather, for Jalen Hurts. And this is a tired Lions defensive line, and now Hurts has his X Factor going. They touch pass it to Devontae Smith, and he loses 2 yards. Back to the 4-yard line. I mean, look at this defensive line right now. 3rd and 4. They will run that play after the 2-minute warning. 21-7 Lions. With more of the NFC Championship game. 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a running back. I do think they're going to throw this, but you, of course, do have to be worried about the Hurts scramble as well. 3rd down. Hurts fires and has a wide-open Devontae Smith. Complete breakdown and coverage by the Lions. And this is a 1-score game again. To be honest, I don't even know who fucked that up. I think it might have been Derek Barnes. Jesus Christ.
On is Elliott to add the extra point.
A PAT from Jake Elliott, just under 2 to play in the first half. We have all of our timeouts. And now that they're in the end zone, I do kind of wish that we would have at least tried to look at that spot that gave them 1st and goal, but
so following the score, here comes Elliott to kick
we score here, it won't matter. Gibbs to bring it back. Jameer trying to fight through. He does at least get past the 30. Long field upcoming for Detroit. From the 32-yard line, that's open over the middle. Jamison Williams tried to cut it up. It actually did have a little bit of success. That makes it 2nd down and 1. Eagles just got the coverage over. Goff just going to scramble here. And look at the space for Jared Goff. Couple nice scrambles in this game by Goff. And across midfield to the 46, and we still have all of our timeouts. Screen pass, Montgomery. He never got free, and Goff takes a massive sack. And a loss of 11. He got hung up on the offensive line again. Or maybe the defensive line, I don't know. And then all of a sudden, I did try and throw the ball, but since he was just stuck, it wouldn't let me. So now to try and dig ourselves out of this hole, we're going to throw it over to St. Brown. And what a play over there on the outside by Sweat. The game wants me to try and just run it. I mean, I don't think I really like this, but maybe see if we can try and get in a field goal range. Oh, Christ. Free blitzer. That was Sweat again. And that'll be a punt. I guess maybe we should have ran it.
The play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows
Jack Fox to punt toward the sideline. This is going to get fielded by Covey and space to return it down the sideline. So over a minute, 3 timeouts for Philly, and now a chance to tie the game.
And the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10.
If ever there was a time for this Lions defense, played pretty well in this first half, but still at risk of this game being tied. Hurts over the middle. They find Barkley down inbounds and a timeout for Philly. If they just do shit like that, we might be all right, but if they get a big chunk play on this drive, we could be big time screwed. Hurts to throw, finds Barkley, a 3-yard pickup and out of bounds.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense.
And the X factor working for Hurts as well. Still, they split Barkley out wide, which had a safety bite up in Brian Branch. Watch out. Short one, Goddard, first down, timeout Eagles. But not across midfield yet. I mean, even if we have to surrender a field goal now at this rate, is what it is. Hurts swings it out wide. Barkley popped by Kirby Joseph down inbounds. That could wind up being a very huge play. And now Hurts fires over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Off the hands of Smith as Brian Branch forced it out.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2
Third down and 9. A very big drop. 35 seconds. Hurts with time. Hutchinson, a sack. Did we take a timeout here? You know, we might as well. They're outside of field goal range. They're going to have to give us the ball back. I think we take a shot. If it doesn't work, we take a knee, take halftime. And Braden Mann has not hit a very good punt when he directions it toward the sideline. So we'll see what happens here. They come right after us. We're going to let this bounce with Raymond, and that's a big mistake. Not only is it killing a bunch of time, it's not in the end zone. Well, it's one try, really. We do have to be careful to not throw an interception or, of course, take a safety. Took a sack. Let's take halftime. We'll take our 7-point lead into the second half. Just nothing there. And I mean, pin back this deep. Just didn't want to really risk throwing a pick. Eagles still had a timeout. They could have tried to at least get 3. So
that's the only thing that matters.
The way that the 2-minute drill is gone, we got to be happy that we're still leading. So the Eagles do get the ball to start the second half, down by 7. And we got to be lucky that they're still down by 7, because that 2-minute drill there was really bordering on disaster for the Lions, and Britton Covey to the 28-yard line. I'll have to look back in post-editing to see if the Lions were actually on the AFC side of the graphic, as their return man, Britton Covey, sprinting off the field. So an injury now on both sides of this NFC title game. Great start for the Lions offensively, not so much as of late. And Saquon Barkley really got to be happy that Terrion Arnold drug him down, because there would have been one man to beat, and you have a lot of faith that Saquon could probably do it. 2nd down and 6. They'll pound Barkley again, and I mean, it just feels like he's just off. He's taking the wrong lanes. I mean, he's Saquon Barkley. If he just pounds the run, I mean, what are we going to do about it? 3rd down and 7. Hurts fires. They got another man open on the curl, and Barkley tried his best to bounce off of that one. He does pick up the 1st down, and now another injury timeout, and it is Saquon. So he's to the sideline, which means he will be back in this game. But for the moment, we'll have Gainwell in the backfield. 1st down, Philly. Calcaterra, the motion man. And it's Hurts on the run, dancing around, finding a lane before he's popped down hard. Kirby Joseph got the ankles, and then he got popped by Brian Branch.
In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play.
2nd and 4.
And that's exactly what he's able to do.
I mean, maybe they'll have more success with Gainwell. Who knows? And here he goes. Tried to spin, and again, another massive hit by Branch.
You can just see the frustration.
Haven't gotten many stops on 3rd down. Certainly is not as many as we would have liked. This could be a big one here. 3rd and 4. Oh, that's going to be picked off! It got jumped by Terrion Arnold! Pick 6 for the Lions! And a 2-score lead. That's a 3rd down stop, all right. Oh, the AI finally did something on one of them curl routes. They just backed off all game long. Let them have them. And Arnold just bit up on that one, finally.
Extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. They'll line it up to kick the extra point.
Bates for the PAT. It is good.
He knocks it through. And the Lions have double.
Massive, massive play.
It is now a 28-14 game.
Really starting to feel pressure there for from the Eagles. Nice to have a little bit more of a buffer. Britton Covey not back in the game. Dotson was the return man.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more.
And this Eagles offense certainly would have expected them to provide a little bit tougher of a test, but they have already outscored the Rams from the divisional round last week. Super Bowl on the line against either Kansas City or the Cincinnati Bengals. Gainwell on the run, wrapped up by DJ Reader after a gain of 4. And maybe a little bit too early to start thinking about this, but in recent Lions franchise history, we are 0-1 against the Kansas City Chiefs that have not played Cincinnati. 2nd down and 6. And A.J. Brown tried to juke it when he saw Hutchinson had gotten free. And that's back-to-back nice plays from DJ Reader. He's a run stuffer. It's what he does. 3rd down and 6. Gainwell the back to the left side of Jalen Hurts. He'll split out wide, and Anzalone will go with him. Hurts to fire right at the sticks. That's Dallas Goedert. I swear their entire offense is curl routes. It drives me nuts. First down, Philly to the 40. Gainwell breaks one. 1st down. And into Lions territory to the 45.
Fighting yourself down here multiple those scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some.
That's a short running back. Is it?
Don't be afraid to mix it in there.
Quick snap for Philly. Overcommitment from Jack Campbell. Dove at the ankles of Gainwell. Was somehow able to make a stop because that looked like yet another first down for Philly.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Somebody on this defense got to make something happen in the run. DJ Reader's a good candidate. They'll send Smith around. He's going to fall forward for a few to the 38-yard line, but brings up a 3rd down. And all these runs certainly taking a lot of time. And it's Hurts. Brian Branch is right there. No gain on the play. And we'll see what Philly wants to do. It's a good play call, but the safety Brian Branch waiting for him.
Sold out to stop the run here on 3rd down. And even if he hands this ball off, Mike, I don't think that play was going anywhere.
So I'm actually a little bit worried they could fake this, so we're just going to call safe man.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles.
Jake Elliott for the long try, and I'm not so worried about blocking it. Kick is up. It looks good, and it is good.
And the Eagles will cut into
So the Eagles are now down 11.
When you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make
The Lions get the ball back.
It does allow them
And
to chip away a little bit and cut
really, for the first time this half, are going to get a chance to try and do something. Raymond, not our greatest return.
down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense.
So we'll have Jahmyr Gibbs in the game now in the backfield. Our primary back all season, the better of our 2 running backs. And we'll see what he can do here. Gibbs met. A 3-yard pickup. Maddox on the stop. He's been all over the field here today.
They face
2nd down and 7, and with the lead we have right now, still a 2-score lead. No reason to really work all that quickly. Gibbs pounded again. Former teammate Gardner Johnson popped him pretty good. 3rd and 4. Honestly, looking for Williams right at the sticks, but we might have to pivot off that. Nope, Williams got it, and we do get the first down. Thought he kind of came backwards a little bit, was worried about the spot, but they will indeed give us the first. Just too much of a buffer by the Eagles defense. Oh, Jesus. Just go down. Catch it and go down. They had the flats covered off. Lucky not to throw an interception there on that. 5-yard pickup to the 41, and now Jahmyr Gibbs looking for a hole. There's not much, and we actually had more success. I know it's a very small sample size right now, but more success with David Montgomery. 3rd down and 2. Goff play action. He's got time to find Amon-Ra St. Brown. And St. Brown will dance to the 25. I don't know what about that play confuses defenses so much. And I hate calling it a lot, but once a game, sometimes. Goff is going to go down again. We've had so much success actually scrambling with Jared Goff that I'm getting a little bit too confident in it, and that was never going to work up against Jalen Carter. So a 6-yard loss. Back to the 31. And now Jahmyr Gibbs breaks a nice run down to the 21. And Kevin Zeitler, Kevin Zeitler was injured early in this game, and now this time he's back to the locker room. So that aggressiveness and trying to bring him back might not have been a very good thing. So Christian Mahogany will enter at right guard. Goff gonna fire, finds Tim Patrick, first down Lions. To the 12-yard line and a bruised sternum. That does at least give me hope that if we win here today, he'll be able to play in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks.
where it feels
I'm
like
actually
the touchdown
not
is
sure. I don't think
critical.
that's the same
For the
injury
defense,
that he
settling
suffered
for a
earlier.
field goal
Gibbs
here.
up the middle. Jameer Gibbs, first and goal. To the 2-yard line. Plenty of space. And way too much space if you're the Eagles defensively.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball.
David
In this
Montgomery
case,
on first and
he's gonna
goal. Back
score.
in the game.
Takes all the way
Monty
down.
out wide.
Sets
I know
up first
Jalen
and goal.
Carter's special, but come on.
Back up, but stepping up.
Loss
No
of a
gain
yard on the play.
It stays at the 3. Now here's
Second and goal. Gonna try and have one shot at it. A lot of confusion. Goff tried to throw on the run and spiked it into the dirt. Tell you this, Jared Goff's taking a lot of hits today. A lot more than I would have liked.
Got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very
Third and
least
goal.
was able to get that ball out. to
St.
prevent the
Brown. Oh, that is somehow not PI.
It is incomplete.
teams practice
I
this
know there
situation
wasn't
all
really an
year
act
long.
of it, but St. Brown's route took him right into an Eagles defender, and it'll be a chip shot field goal from Jake Bates.
After that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see
Make
how
this
they
a
approach this
14-point game
fourth
again.
down after failing on third.
31-17.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have
If only you could challenge penalties, although that would
in this case, he's able to
NFL
put it
games would
through
take 6
and they get
hours.
free.
Both teams ready to go once more. As the kick
Well, we
away.
hope that that non-call doesn't come back to
Taken
bite
at
us.
the 5.
You certainly think we may have thought about going for it there on fourth down, but
Just shy of the 25.
and that's usually a move that I would make, but
Take over
trying to be a
once
little
more.
bit safer.
And time
Go back
again,
up 14.
yards on the ground have been very
I think that's going to wind up being a good move.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open up the pass, and really that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes when you're having trouble on the
The
ground,
final
the
2
best way to
minutes
open things up
of
underneath
quarter number 3.
is by passing the ball.
Eagles back on offense. Still no Saquon Barkley. Now Hurts on the scramble. Was actually going to force contact. He trucked through Carlton Davis.
up at the 40-yard line.
That is not something I expect to see. I know Carlton Davis isn't that big, but Jalen Hurts with the truck stick.
Already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Gainwell on the run. Hutchinson wrapped him up and then got finished off by Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
No gain on that.
These
No
edge
gain on the
rushers, they are
play.
judged by
You
their
would expect to see Barkley back for the fourth quarter.
They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great
Hurts
job
back
here,
to fire.
keeping it to no gain.
Hurts to throw. It is caught. Dallas Goedert.
Caught by Goddard.
Third down and 4. We'll see if Philly wants to run a play here before the end of the third. They really should. They're going to motion Gainwell. Yes, they will. Snap the ball, but Hutchinson couldn't get free. It's caught by Calcaterra. What a throw, what a catch on the run for Jalen Hurts. As the third quarter ends, the Lions are up 14, a quarter away from the Super Bowl. All right,
It's 1st and 10.
fourth quarter begins. Eagles have loved this formation at times in this game. Here's Gainwell again. Anzalone couldn't bring him down. It's a bad route by Kirby Joseph. Terry and Arnold taken care of in the end zone, and Kenneth Gainwell
Kenneth Gainwell
has made this a one-score game.
Greg, they are pecking away at
That
this
was
one now. Very big
the one there with Joseph.
Gets
That's
them
all.
right within reach of pulling this
That was
comeback
our
off.
only chance.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get
One
a stop
play into the
and get
fourth
the ball
quarter,
again
and we've got
for
ourselves
chance
a
to go
game.
down And really make this one interesting.
The extra
31,
point by Elliott
24.
is good. And the Eagles will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little
Yeah,
more
for
interesting
sure.
now. Back to
Points
a
of any
one-score
kind.
game as they kick it away.
Touchdown's great. Points of any kind make it a two-score game. Khalif Raymond, good return. He's still going
And they will finally get
to the
it
38-yard line, and that'll certainly help.
to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense ready to go as we give you a look.
A good starting field position. We're actually being outgained by the Eagles offense. A little bit of a surprise, but we've been calling pretty conservatively. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. They didn't give us the first down there on that play, but 2nd and inches. You see where the Eagles defense ranks on the season, 3rd in total points allowed. But this is a very tough offense to stop, which is why it's important we get to the Super Bowl and finish it off, because eventually we're not going to have this. Gibbs on the run. He's up the middle again. Jahmyr Gibbs, the last 2 games, last 2 plays, has had nothing but space right up the middle. So I think we ride that until it doesn't work. Philly looks like they're hell-bent on stopping the run here on this play. Jahmyr still going to be able to get 5. Carry Jalen Carter as he made contact right around the line of scrimmage. Already in field goal range. That's the important part. Jahmyr Gibbs, great blocks downfield. Reed Blankenship, the safety, steps up and makes a nice play. And if not for him, that is a long touchdown for Jahmyr.
One possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground.
Made it an easier field goal, but again, touchdown would certainly be nice. St. Brown open on the play. He's going to have 1st and goal. Amon-Ra down at the 8. Don't even mess around with one of those plays that the game loves to call penalties on, those stretch runs. Montgomery enters the game, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Monty up the middle, touchdown, Detroit Lions. 2-score game again. It's that little delayed handoff and just yet again a bunch of space. And I mean, that was the whole drive. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs, 2 plays got us up to midfield on plays just like that, where, I mean, there was nobody up the middle defensively for Philly. The PAT is good with 12 minutes to go.
And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Well, you know we're not done scoring. Probably for both teams.
Now return coming from the 7.
On the return is Dotson trying to fight out of that, and then Gang tackled at the 27. We may have scored a little bit too quickly. And this play here, we're actually going to want to back out of that if at all possible. Not sure I like this a whole lot better, but we're not going to get burned terribly deep. Jalen Hurts on the run. He will run it. Gains 9 before he's cut down by Branch.
Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction.
To the 36.
Pick up a pretty good game.
Barkley is back in the game. Was met by Zadarius Smith, but broke out of it. Well, and Saquon, I mean, if you're Philly, you need him on the field. He's so important both in the running and passing game, as evidenced. However, that one read really well by Alex Anzalone. It's a 1-yard loss. And maybe Hurts took a little bit too much time trying to get that ball out there. Let the linebacker catch up. Barkley going to split out wide. Looks like they could be setting up that screen again. Hurts on the run, and down he goes. 2nd sack of the game for Zadarius Smith. 3rd down and 16. Down 14. You wonder if it's 4-down territory for Philly. Hurts on the run, down he goes again, and that time it was Aleem McNeil. 4th and 21, and Philly will punt it away.
Right now, their pass protection is
Braden Mann. Not the greatest kick, and some good coverage here by the Lions. Spoke too soon. Brian Branch decided not to block. First down, Detroit from the 38-yard line. And the goal here on this drive, not necessarily to get points. That'd be great. Take as much time off the clock as we can. And a big run like that for Montgomery is not really going to go a long way towards doing that.
Two-possession lead, fourth quarter.
One play, and we are into Eagles territory. Jameer Gibbs back in the game. Jameer has some blocks. Oh! Had a great move on there and then fell down. But down to the 33-yard line. Tripped over an arm. Yeah, that's great. Goff back to pass. Montgomery finally snuck out there. Potentially going to work as a run and a gain of 6 yards. Really shouldn't even be messing around trying to throw the football there, but I don't want to get our backs tired with still this much time left to go. Gibbs out wide, clothesline. I think by his own guy, because Jalen Carter eventually did have to touch him while he was down. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3. Gibbs, the handoff. Jameer Gibbs with the first down, but a flag is down. I guess on the bright side, we're going to get to run a little bit more time off of this clock, but 3rd down and 13. Long field goal try from here, too. 3rd and long. Handoff Montgomery. He's got some space, and I really just wanted to run straight. Centered ourselves up for a field goal attempt. So a long try now for Jake Bates. But a straightaway shot. From 47 yards. In what could be the dagger. Bates' kick will be up and good. 3-score game now.
And this is what you want.
41-24.
But you want to continue to apply
5:23 to go.
You score every time you get the ball. They're able to do that here. They tack
What
on
Hail
play,
Mary
extend their lead.
can the Eagles get?
A decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
No, we really don't.
The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more.
I mean, a quick hitter drive could certainly make this interesting. Make it a 10-point game. That's going to put a lot of pressure on the Lions offense. Out wide, A.J. Brown slipped out of one tackle. That time Kirby's there to wrap him up. That's a 100-yard game from A.J. Brown.
So they come to the line for first down.
It feels like a lot of time being taken off the clock here. Hurts to fire. That is caught by Dallas Goedert, but again, I mean, not to the sideline.
Most of it coming after the catch. It's
Clock continues to roll. Down near 4 minutes. In a 17-point game. That one thrown, caught. Devontae Smith. And we're giving the Eagles whatever they want right now. I mean, they're just all over the place. Hutchinson! Oh, my goodness! Came off the edge and blasted Hurts. They jumped on the ball, and immediately we're back for 2nd down. That's the first time Hutchinson's got in there on Hurts in this game, and now Dotson goes nowhere. 3rd down and long. From the 41. Hurts. Looking, has a man, it's Brown, trucks right over Melifonwu, 1st down Eagles. God, I hate Madden no huddle. Hurts again, to fire, he's got Brown, and A.J. Brown dropped it, and the clock will stop. I mean, look at who we got out here right now. This defensive front especially is gassed on this drive. Thrown into traffic. That's somehow caught by Dotson. 1st and goal. They got to get this play off before the 2-minute timeout. Hurts gonna scramble, and he's got the touchdown.
Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
So the Eagles, an extra point away from making it a 10-point game. They've got all of their timeouts, but I do expect them to onside kick it.
Here's Elliott for the extra point.
Jake Elliott. Very important PAT. It's up and good. It's a 10-point game.
Able to cut the deficit to 10.
Well, a missed opportunity by the Lions defense to really end this one. But now an onside kick for Philly. Still a 2-score game. They're going to need probably another one of these. They kicked it right to Allen Robinson, who charged into the ball. But he's got it. And now the Lions just need at least one first down. Here's Gibbs up the middle. That's a really solid way to start the drive. Timeout taken by Philly. I wish they wouldn't do that. I wish they'd sit back so we could just sit down, not take massive hits. Gibbs up the gut. First down, Lions. Timeout, Philly. This is not exactly over yet. One more timeout for the Eagles. It all depends on what happens here on this run. Gibbs carried forward for 7 yards. And now we got to do a little bit of math here. I don't think we can exactly take knees yet. But on 2nd down and 3, David Montgomery will try and pick up this first down to seal it. Montgomery out wide, needs to make a move. That's a first down. For the 2nd straight year in Lions franchise, we will be headed to the Super Bowl. This time around, the opponent will certainly be a lot tougher. Goff to one knee. The winner of Kansas City, Cincinnati will await us. This ain't the Raiders this year. Goff will take one last knee, and the Detroit Lions are headed to the Super Bowl. Okay, so we do get to view the Pro Bowl roster now, which won't have any Lions on it. But let's see here. Mahomes, Allen, Jackson, Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts. Surprisingly enough to me, Saquon Barkley did not make the Pro Bowl. Najee Harris is in there. Christian McCaffrey. Josh Jacobs. I mean, the amount of... I mean, we took down all of these Pro Bowlers so far. Like, let's see. We beat the Niners. Beat the Cowboys. Beat the Eagles just now. Beat the Packers. Beat the Seahawks. Beat the Rams twice. Beat the Bucks. I mean, I guess, to be fair, I mean, we beat every NFC opponent that we faced, but certainly didn't play all of them. But every offensive team, or every offensive player that's on here that I see is a team that is on a team that we beat. Well, there we go. In terms of specialists, scroll all the way down here. Who makes it? Justin Tucker, of course. Not going to have a shit season in video game land. At least not this year. Chase McLaughlin, Ethan Evans, Sam Martin. So we will get to take a look at yearly awards now that this is indeed Super Bowl week. And let's take a look here. Brock Purdy wins MVP. Jahmyr Gibbs finishes 5th. And Aiden Hutchinson actually got consideration. Dan Campbell does win Coach of the Year. Okay, I think that's back-to-back years for us there. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. That's not a surprise. He broke just about every record there was. And same with Aiden Hutchinson, who wins Defensive Player of the Year. And just look at the top 3. Hutchinson, Arnold, and Davis are 2 top corners who just racked up interceptions all year long. Not a surprise. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we didn't really have any. But Defensive Rookie of the Year does go to Terrion Arnold, and Ennis Rakestraw right in there behind him. Best quarterback, Jared Goff, finishes 9th. We threw way too many interceptions, and we didn't come anywhere really close to the yardage, I think, that we had with him last year. So it was a lot more run-heavy offense here in this one. Of course, we have Jahmyr Gibbs win Best Running Back. David Montgomery finishes 4th, despite really being limited this year. We do not win Best Wide Receiver. That goes to Cooper Kupp of the Rams. Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown are on the list. Best Offensive Lineman, we don't win that either. Zach Martin over Penei Sewell. Hutchinson wins Best Defensive Lineman. Best Linebacker goes to Micah Parsons, then Jared Verse, then Fred Warner, then Jack Campbell. But a surprising thing for me to see is Malcolm Rodriguez over Alex Anzalone here. I guess Rodriguez did rack up a good amount of sacks. Best Defensive Back, Terrion Arnold in his rookie season wins it. And Best Kicker, I just kind of knew it in my heart that those couple misses we had in the last couple weeks of the season really screwed us there. Jake Bates, in his rookie season, will finish 3rd.